Hello there, how is everyone? I'll just take the mic here. Hello there, and today is Tuesday, and I decided to do a live. Let's just see who comes up at this time. It was completely unscheduled because I had a bunch of things to do before I come live, so I didn't know by what time I would be finished. So today I want to talk about a lot of things that are going on right now. I don't think that those things are collective. So starting January, it was the collective energy that was so heavy, and there was a lot of resistance in the collective. And I recently came to know that in the spiritual realms, in the higher realms, a kind of a war has been going on. So it's not basically a war, but there is some kind of a conflict and some kind of a spiritual you can say turmoil that's been going on, and because of that everyone is feeling the resistance, the heaviness in the energies. And but this time right now, what I'm feeling is it is completely personal. It's not the collective energy is what I'm feeling, but I might be wrong, so you can tell me in the comments if you are also feeling it. This phase, when August began, I was thinking that it is going to be a lot lighter and easier, and it will just bring on a lot of opportunities and stuff, but that really didn't happen, although it felt like it. And this is happening on a personal level, that a lot of grieving is happening. So at every stage of your spiritual awakening, you are going to face ego death. And what that means is that your previous identity is going to be questioned, and you will have to leave your previous identity in some way. So it could be that for me it had been leaving the career, leaving the country, and living the kind of life that one has normally has in India. So Smokey is shouting right there. So for me it has been like in a lot of big ways, and it has been I won't say that it was easy. Of course, ego death is never easy, because as a human you're supposed to hang on to a certain identity and ego, and when that gets taken away from you, or you leave something, and it gets very difficult to adapt to the new thing, because that's just how it is. And it will happen at every stage of your spiritual awakening. So it happens first at the beginning of your spiritual awakening, and then at every stage, at every level up, it is going to happen. And right now it is again bringing up a lot of those layers onto the top. As you know, healing happens in layers. So you might think that you have healed something, but it will come back and it will haunt you again, and you have to take like new steps in new modalities, new practices, in order to heal that layer of the energy that's there. So for me, recently a lot of grieving is happening, a lot of grieving about different things. And I came across a quote on Netflix. So if you watch Indian matchmaking, first of all, I highly judged the character Aparna in the first season, and in the second season, my judgment has completely changed. She said something on the show that really resonated with me. She said that sometimes you have to sit down and grieve the life that you thought you were going to have. So when I heard that, I paused the show and I was like, okay, this is something good. So that like really resonated with me, and that is the truth. You don't always have to go, always chasing the goal and all that. You have to sit down and take the time to grieve the life that you thought you had, because not everything is going to work out as your plan, right? We make plans for the future, but they hardly go as planned, and so it can be very difficult to take the next step if you are still stuck in the old plans and in your old energy and all of that. and that is going to happen at every stage of your spiritual awakening. And so I want to talk about how difficult it is to be an online entrepreneur in this time. Maybe it was a little bit easier a few years ago because everything was new and things were complicated, but they weren't as complicated. It was just as simple as, you recognizing what your strengths are and then sharing them with the world, and then the world responded and you could make it sustainable for you. But right now it has become like even more complex. The algorithm has become so complex, the apps have become so complex, and the people, their decision making, the process of their decision making has become so complex. It's not like you just show up and say something and people are gonna join your community. It's not like that. So it is so difficult that you have to learn a lot of other things other than your own craft that you are sharing with the world. So I had invested in a lot of mentors, especially this year. I worked with around 3 people directly, took their services, their coaching, and a few people indirectly, in a way that I observed them, I learned from them. And it has obviously made a lot of difference to my journey and to the way that I work, but it is still not enough. It is not enough. And that, you can say that it's a limiting belief that it's not enough. It is enough for now, but it might not be enough for the next 3 months, you can say, right? And as a neurodivergent person, and as someone who values the spiritual values, it is very difficult to go out and just work like a normal person, because there is so much that is not resonating with me outside the world, in the outside world, and it's very difficult to just let go of your spiritual values in order to get those dollars in your bank account. It's very difficult to do that. So I made it a standard that I don't want to do that, right? So I will not be compromising on that. That means I only have one option, is to offer what my natural craft is, and be sustainable through that. But when you don't get the same kind of a reaction from the app or from the people that you are working so hard for, so you're not only working for yourself in a business, right? You're working for your clients. You see what they need and you provide that, right? But when you don't get the same reaction because of n number of reasons, then you start to question, what's wrong with me? So you begin to hire coaches, take courses, read books, watch videos, thinking that something is wrong with you. And there might be something wrong with you, not wrong with you, there might be something you need to learn, right, in order to level up. So you do that and you level up, but how much can you do that, right? How long can you keep doing that and not see any difference in the results? And that's what's been happening here on Instagram. On YouTube, it's going very well. I love that platform. I love making videos, editing them, posting them, and I love that YouTube is a little bit hands-off, although they are also trying to introduce shorts and stories and community posts and all that. Right now I'm not doing any of that, and I'm still seeing the growth. But here it's like I can be here live 24/7 and still not get anything in return. So the energy exchange is not balanced, right? So in everything you do, there has to be a balance of energy exchange. Only then you are not going to resent it. So that energy exchange could be in any form. It could be in money, it could be in the number of followers, although that is not the parameter of success, but it shows that your voice is reaching more people. And if it's not reaching more people, then what's the point of even doing this, right? And so it's gotten quite difficult these days because of all of that. Okay, I'll just answer this question. Have you tried to listen to your inner voice? Ask yourself and wait for the answer. I've tried everything, as I told you. I have my own set of spiritual practices that I do every single day, and I journal. I love writing, and I do everything that one is supposed to do. And I also work with my cards. Whenever I feel a lot confused, my go-to is the tarot cards, and they really help you to lay out the situation in front of you. And they only tell me to just wait, and I've been waiting for the past 5 years. I can't wait any longer, right? I am ready now, so why can't I have it right now? Of course, it could be the ego thinking that this is the right time. It might not be the right time. I understand that, but you can't keep going on forever like this. So there has to be something that you need to do, either some kind of inner work or outer work, and I'm doing both. So it's not like I'm only just hustling and not paying attention to myself. I'm doing both. I also have energetic support from my own healers that I have. So basically it's everything when starts pointing to you that something is wrong with you, then it affects people's mental health, and at that time you need to take a step back. And I do take proper steps back periodically. During my vacation, I did not touch Instagram at all and I felt very happy, very free, and I did not worry about my business at all. So in conclusion, I want to say that I've been doing everything, but there isn't much response. But the few people that respond, I'm here for them, and I value their engagement and their feedback, and I value that they are doing this work. And this is why I started, right? This is why I started. And what was I going to say? There was something in my mind I want to say. So so the next thing I want to discuss is that my life is at the peak right now. It's at the top. The topmost thing that can happen right now is happening, right? So it's also human nature where we always need something exciting to look forward to, but when you are there, you're like, now what? Right? It's like that. So my life is at peak right now. Even if I do all my gratefulness practices, I be in a very high vibration, nothing is going to improve because it's already the best, right? So that is one thing that I need to be more mindful of. And whenever I try to quit, I have tried to quit before, to be honest, because as this is just the entrepreneur journey, you feel like quitting a lot of times. And whenever I decided okay, I will quit next month, or I'll quit next week, a very old client out of random just calls me and tells me that I changed his life. He talks to me for half an hour and just tells me how I changed his life, how that one session, one past life session, one Reiki session changed his life. And then I'm like, universe, what is this? Do you want me to quit or not? If you don't want me to quit, why don't you show me the results, right? And so it's okay, it's all about when the right time is going to be, and you cannot always control everything. And we need to understand that there is an intelligent power behind all of this, and it will not give you more than you can handle, right? So you have to work on growing yourself so that you can handle more, right? So I have been working on growing myself. I've been working, as I said, with a lot of coaches, and now I am in a course which is about understanding Instagram more deeply and understanding how I can serve a little better. Right now my ideas, I feel that they are a lot scattered. I have the list of ideas, I make videos on those and all of that, but I want to I don't want to say niche down, because niching is a very restrictive thing that I feel, but I'm just taking that course to see what comes out of it, and where I can improve basically. So once again, I'm giving myself a chance, I'm giving Instagram a chance, one more chance, and I will try to improve, and I will learn all those things that I might not have learned before from that creator, and let's see where it goes from here. Okay, so a few days before, I had a very good idea about something that I wanted to do when I retire. But then I woke up one day, I was like, why can't I do it now? Like, why am I waiting when I retire to do it? Why can't I do it now? So the idea was to host a retreat where the participants stay with me for 3 to 4 days, and we work on their healing from like every aspect. And not right now. I want to retire, like I'm talking about retiring at like 40. So I'm talking about that time, not right now. So I was like, why can't I do it right now? Why can't I host a retreat right now where people come and I can help them work on their healing on all aspects, but it will be primarily about healing their you can say, nowadays it's known as a pain body, which is accumulated from centuries. So it involves a lot of past life work, energy work, soul retrieval, Reiki healing, so all of that. And I wanted to do that with the participants in those 3 to 4 days that we spend together at a beautiful location, peaceful location, where all of us are undisturbed and basically away from social media, right? So that idea, I want to realize it, but once again, since I don't have much response from people, I used to have more response from people when I wasn't on Instagram 2 years ago. So I'm questioning about a lot of things that are happening right now. So I will put that retreat, the details of that retreat when I plan it. I'll put them out and see the response. And if there is a good response, then I will go ahead and book it and start the journey right now. Why to wait until I retire, right? So, but if you like doing something, you want to do it always. Yes, of course, if you like doing something, you have to take out time to do that, right? I like painting, I like cycling, I like a lot of things, but right now I can't make out time for painting, which I do have to. And so your creative expression is your door to feeling more abundant or feeling more free in life, whatever your creative expression is. So my creative expression has also been coming out with videos. So YouTube is has been very satisfying for me right now, not because of the subscribers or anything, but because the process of making a video and editing it and researching about the SEO and all that is somehow very satisfying to me. And unlike Instagram has become like very fast paced and all of that, and it does not resonate fully with me. I don't have to conform to all of that, I can keep on doing my thing, and that's what I've been doing, and that's what I will do in the future also. So I will just take some time off from here daily, like fixed time. I will put an app timer on Instagram and take the time to just balance my nervous system and to tap into my intuition and creativity and see what comes out of it in the next few months. Okay, so I will leave now. I need to eat because I've been fasting for the last 20 hours. So I will see you next time with something new, and have a wonderful rest of your day.